it really so that I'm getting to be over Chanel? Hey, welcome to my channel. My name is Paula, and in today's video, let's talk about something a bit unexpected, and that is me turning away from Chanel. Sounding very dramatic, and maybe I should kind of start by saying that no, I'm not gonna sell them. No, I don't hate them. I actually still really enjoy my current bags and shoes and kind of all of that aesthetic wise. But Chanel has been a very kind of I don't know, recent interest of mine. When I was younger, I felt that the aesthetics was not really my style. I felt it was more like grown up. I don't want to say middle-aged, but so to say, I think I am middle-aged. Is it 36? Middle-aged already? Anywho, you know, as a 20-year-old something, I enjoyed a lot of logos, Louis Vuitton, that side of things. And Chanel just didn't do it for me. And then I started warming up to it. I bought my first pieces and kind of got hooked because the aesthetic is really beautiful. It is really timeless. The leather, especially the lambskin, feels so good. And I don't know what it is, but when I'm wearing, let's say, my newest Chanel ballerinas, I feel so much like more elegant and put together. And I have ballerinas before that. Is it just my head thinking that I paid so much money that I better feel good about wearing them? I don't know. But I started really kind of enjoying the brand and finding a lot of joy into it, so much so that I actually bought a bag new from the boutique, which will not happen ever again because that was so expensive. But I mean, I went there definitely. And those of you who have been here before, you have also heard me saying that there might be a Chanel bag that is in my mind, and that's pretty much it. I'm not dreaming or searching for anything else from the kind of Chanel world. I am quite content with what I have. But the bag that I felt that is missing is a white Chanel bag crossbody with silver hardware. I love silver hardware, especially with white. I think that's just such a fresh, crisp combination. So yeah, that's it. And it has been on my mind for such a long time. And to be fair, I actually haven't really done a lot from the pre-owned to even look for it because I've bought so many bags within the year or so that it just didn't feel good. I didn't feel a need. And now we are approaching end of the year. I don't know when this video is coming out. Is it already November or we're going into November? Anywho, I feel like we're going into the winter months. So one would imagine that white is no longer on my mind, that it would be pushed over to next year, to spring, summer. That's not the case. I definitely am thinking about a white bag with silver hardware. I feel that it's missing. But what is also missing is my desire to go to Chanel and look for this. And that is a quite recent thought that I started kind of thinking that we're actually going to Paris soon. Yay! And yes, I just said I wouldn't buy anything new from the boutique, but I would be lying if that thought wouldn't have crossed my mind that, hey, I could go and ask, because I would be completely okay with a walk. That would be also really good because I'm okay with that size and so on. And yes, it is so expensive also with the walks, but somehow my mind went there, you know. And then it kind of got stopped right away because I was thinking that, is that really what I want? A white bag from Chanel, is that what I want? And then I started thinking, what if something that has been kind of keeping me from doing anything is the fact that I'm not really into Chanel aesthetics in that bag? Could it be? And then I started thinking of all the other options that would be kind of then possible, and the brands that I know that have a really beautiful kind of white cream collar with silver hardware. And two very expensive brands came to my mind, which is quite bad. But I hope that once I reveal those brands, you can then help me to guide me, to give me tips on where would you go, what would you do? I mean, probably the answer is don't buy anything right now, because I seem to be all over the place and I shouldn't put my money into that. But it could be something else as well. So hear me out. I have been, this is really bad because I thought I would never say this, but a bit interested in Hermes. That's really, really bad. And before we go anywhere further, I'm not interested in anything related to purchasing those quota bags and what it entails. That's a no for me. And I also am not interested in paying double the price of those bags on the pre-owned. No. The items that I am thinking about are not from the like quota bag line, or I think they are not, but it's still probably really difficult for me to get any of those because I don't have any type of relationship with the brand other than online, and I don't have an Hermes in my country. So yeah, but a girl can dream, right? But I think Hermes, is it Cré, whatever, however that is, chalk color with their palladium hardware. I think it is such a beautiful combination. And yeah, Kelly would be perfect, but as I just said, I'm not even dreaming, I'm not going there. It's a pure no. But a Kelly to go, I think it's the name of it. I understood this is not a quota bag. Don't know how impossible this would be to get. Anywho, I did a bit of research of like if it is even possible to purchase this by just asking if they have anything. Some said yes, some said no. So I guess it's just with luck of whoever is there. And then another would be a Picotin, or is it Picotin? I don't care, 18, 22, don't really care. I'm a big person, so I would definitely be okay with the 22 as well, with the same type of color with palladium. I think those are just absolutely perfect. So my mind is going that direction. I think it's crazy, and I don't know why I'm letting my mind go there, because I see it as very not possible, not happening because of the reality that I just described you. Then another brand that has been kind of cooking in my mind is Moynat, and their Gabrielle clutch in this kind of white leather with palladium or silver hardware. I think this is stunning. The problem is that the crossbody strap apparently is very short and it doesn't have any adjustments, but it's removable, so you could replace it with something else. But anywho, I think this is beautiful. I have seen other people saying that this is a copy of like a mini Kelly or something. I don't see it exactly that Moynat would be copying, because I think brands are taking inspiration of each other. This might also be me telling this to myself because I really enjoy the look of both of them. And I feel like there's nothing bad if another brand would have done something similar. I don't know. But anyway, so this is kind of, I have always enjoyed the brand and this bag from afar. But just recently I got a stronger kind of feeling when I watched my fellow YouTuber unbox one that she bought from Paris. I will link that video. And after that, it's just been stuck on my mind. I think the problem would be I am curvy, I am tall. So if the strap isn't actually long, would I then have to purchase another non-branded strap from somewhere? That's always a bit annoying. but I've also gotten used to it because I am what what size I am. But for some reason, I am kind of more drawn to these bags than a Chanel bag. And if I think of like the Wok, which would be something I definitely would be open to, and I'm still kind of making this video knowing that I might be 100% open to it. Who knows? But I think the Wok costs around the same as the Moynat's Gabrielle clutch, which I believe would fit more. And it wouldn't be screaming Chanel. And I think it wouldn't be screaming of any type of brand in particular, unless you know, which for some reason nowadays is something I really appreciate. Maybe it's just my style in general, I don't know. And then with the Hermes, I guess I'm just crazy of that. And I've been seeing too many Hermes videos where whoever gets something from Hermes, and that has kind of maybe been making me think that, hey, maybe I should also start dreaming of those, because apparently you can buy them from from somewhere. I don't know. As you can hear, I'm a bit kind of crazy. I tried to look from Bottega, like something, but they don't have a lot of hardware, and I really would want it to have that kind of silver palladium look into it. But yeah, I did look from Bottega because they are a bit cheaper. I also looked from Loewe because they have silver hardware with their kind of cream colored bags. But for some reason, I'm not looking into like that so relaxed look right with this bag. Why is that? What happened? I don't know. Mine goes very differently, but this is just something I have been thinking about. And maybe it is because it's really difficult to find a Chanel bag from the pre-owned with silver hardware. All of them are gold. Majority are gold, colored hardware, and then some are the champagne. But I do have already 2 champagne, 1 gold, 1 silver. I would definitely want the silver one. So maybe that's why I'm trying to convince myself to other brands, because if I would want a Chanel with silver, I would have to go to the store, which I don't want to. I don't want to do that. Isn't it odd how the mind just works and changes and shifts? And I mean, I wouldn't even be surprised if I would come back from my trip and I suddenly would have decided to spend some money. Okay, I would be really surprised because I feel quite strongly about not doing that, of going to Chanel and buying a bag from there. But maybe if the Moynat costs the same, okay, no, let's not go there. As you can see, probably hear from me, I don't think I'm even gonna venture out to the Hermes thing. I'm a bit intimidated to go in there and ask for anything else than like, I don't know, basic stuff, cosmetics, scarves, shoes, although I haven't really. I've only purchased, I think, cosmetics from the boutiques, and I've only ordered online the rest because Hermes intimidates me. I have heard so many stories, and of course they are just half of the truth because it's told by the people and not by the essays. But I've just heard so much that I don't know. I don't like the fact that if I would ask something, they would measure me up and then based on that tell me if they have it or not. I don't like that. I don't like the fact that I would need to first pretend to be interested in jewelry or shoes or something like that, and then casually put into the conversation, would you happen to have wallet with a strap? I think that is kind of fake and phony, but I've also understood that if I would go there and ask, they would probably tell me no, they don't have any in stock. So that's kind of, I feel like that's out. I'm not looking to do that. It's just, I would need someone who is familiar with Hermes and who is comfortable with that to come with me and do that round and then help me to ask. That's what I would need. If I'm just going there with my husband, no, it's not gonna happen. I really hope that when I come back from Paris, I haven't purchased any of these expensive white bags. If I would have found something less expensive one, I would be super happy. I don't want to go there. I don't want to go there. What do you think about this topic in general? About Chanel, Moynat, Hermes? Am I crazy? It's just this one step, like, why can't I be happy with less expensive bags? Why? Although that's a really silly question, because I do enjoy my contemporary ones as well, especially Plein. I'm looking forward to going to the Le Tanneur also while I'm in Paris to check it out in person. So yeah, I am also looking for that, but for some reason, for this white bag, I want it to be something special. Mind is crazy. Let's stop it here before I ramble any further. Thank you so much for watching. See you in my next video. Bye.